Imagine this: Elsa, standing alone on the North Mountain, ice swirling around her, finally embracing her powers and let it go. But what if that moment wasn't liberation? What if it was a reawakening of something ancient, something buried deep within Arendelle's past, that even Disney tried to hide? Because Elsa's powers weren't a gift from nature. They were a curse, one that began hundreds of years before the movie even starts. Welcome to the real story behind Elsa's powers, where we uncover the dark, hidden origin of the Snow Queen and the truth that changes everything you thought you knew about Frozen. This is the secret Disney never wanted you to know. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never see the Snow Queen the same way again. Have you ever wondered if there's a darker story behind Elsa's powers? Forget the sweet, sisterly love for a moment, and let us dive into the chilling truth that Disney didn't tell you. Long before Elsa and Anna, before even their parents, Arendelle wasn't a kingdom of people. It was a realm ruled by the raw power of elemental spirits: fire, water, earth, and air. But towering above them all was the most formidable spirit: ice, cold, eternal, and utterly unfeeling. The ancient texts say this ice spirit had a single, fatal weakness: love. Legend tells of an ancient queen, desperate to save her people from a devastating famine. She sought to control the ice spirit, to bend its power to her will, and she did it. But her victory came at a terrible price. The spirit, defeated but not destroyed, laid a curse upon her bloodline. It decreed that every few generations, a daughter would be born wielding the power to freeze. It wasn't a gift, it was a weapon, designed to obliterate everything she held dear. And that cursed bloodline was Elsa's. This brings us to the night of Elsa's birth, the moment the prophecy was fulfilled. On that night, Arendelle was plunged into its coldest winter in 200 years. A sign, a warning. If you look closely in Frozen 2, you can spot a glimpse of the royal archives. Hidden pages within those books describe how the northern lights danced across the sky that night, twisting into the shape of a wolf and a crown. The ancient, feared symbols of the ice spirit. Elsa's parents, King Agnar and Queen Iduna, didn't see a miracle in their daughter's first snowflakes. They saw a terrifying legacy. In their desperation, they rushed to the trolls for answers. But Grandpappy's words offered no comfort, only more mystery. The child is not cursed, he warned, but her power remembers the curse. What did he mean? It meant that Elsa, the girl, was pure of heart, but the ancient, sentient power dwelling within her was a different story. It carried a memory, a grudge, far older and colder than she could ever comprehend. The power wasn't just a part of her. It was a passenger with its own dark history, waiting for its moment to reclaim what it had lost. So, Elsa's struggle wasn't just about controlling her magic. It was a battle against an ancient entity living inside her. The story of Frozen is not just about a queen learning to love herself, but about a girl fighting a centuries-old curse to protect the very people her power was designed to destroy. What do you think of this hidden history? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more untold stories. Thanks for watching. So, you thought Ahtohallan was just a magical river of memories in Frozen 2. What if I told you Disney hid a much darker secret? Ahtohallan isn't a river. It's a tomb, an ancient, sacred place where the very first Ice Queen was entombed, still frozen solid beneath layers and layers of powerful magic. Think about it. When Elsa touches the ice, she doesn't just see her past. She's connecting directly to the original Ice Queen, the true source of her power. That's why her hair turns whiter and her eyes begin to glow. In that moment, she's not just remembering, she's merging with that ancient spirit. She isn't just Elsa anymore. She is becoming the reincarnation of the first Ice Queen, a being far older and more powerful than she ever imagined. This isn't just a memory, it's a spiritual inheritance. Now, let's take this theory even deeper. In Old Norse legends, and even hinted at in some hidden Disney concept art, there's talk of a lost kingdom called Ice Haven. This was a magnificent city, now buried beneath eternal snow. The people of Icehaven didn't fear the cold. They worshipped the ice spirit and believed that being frozen was a form of immortality, a way to live forever. So what if Arendelle wasn't just built near the mountains, but on top of the ancient ruins of Icehaven itself? That would explain everything. It's why the elemental spirits remember Elsa and are drawn to her. She isn't just a queen walking through her kingdom. She's walking on the sacred ground of her ancestors, the very people who first harnessed the power of ice. Arendelle's entire history, its magic, and Elsa's destiny are all built on a forgotten civilization of ice worshippers. The past isn't just a memory. It's the very foundation beneath their feet. What do you think? Is Elsa the reincarnation of an ancient ice queen? Is Arendelle built on top of a lost city? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you love diving into the hidden lore of your favorite movies, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next video. Thanks for watching. You've always thought Anna was just a loving sister, the human warmth that balances Elsa's cold magic. But what if Anna was born for a much darker, much more critical reason? Think about it. The ancient legends say the soul of a cursed child could only be freed by the blood of the same line. This means only a sibling's love could prevent the ice spirit from taking complete control over its host. Anna isn't just Elsa's sister, she's her anchor. She's the living, breathing tether, keeping Elsa from being completely consumed by the spirit's power. That's why her act of true love in the first movie is unjust symbolic. It's ritualistic. When Anna sacrifices herself and freezes, she's not just showing sisterly affection, she's literally performing the one act that can break the curse's hold, resetting the balance and pulling Elsa back from the brink of total corruption. Anna is the magical failsafe designed to keep the Ice Queen in check. Now, let's look at the end of Frozen 2. When Elsa leaves Arendelle to become the fifth spirit, it looks like she's finally found her freedom, her true purpose. But what if this is exactly what the ice spirit wanted all along? By isolating her in the north, far from her human anchor, the spirit ensures that Elsa fully embraces her power and, in doing so, surrenders her last bits of humanity. The balance she brings isn't between humans and nature. No, it's the final, complete merging of the human vessel Elsa and the elemental being she was meant to house. Elsa isn't ruling nature anymore. She is nature. She has become the new Ice Queen, a powerful, eternal entity, destined to repeat this cycle every few centuries. Her story isn't a fairy tale with a happy ending. It's a tragedy trapped in a time loop, and we just watched the final lock click into place. What do you think? Is Elsa truly free, or has she become the very thing her parents feared? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button. Ever wonder if the story of Frozen is much, much older than we think? Let's dive into the loop theory. At the end of Frozen 2, Elsa rides into the mist, looking peaceful and free. But look up. The sky is filled with shimmering auroras, exactly like the ones that appeared on the night she was born. This isn't just a pretty light show. It's a cosmic reset button. The universe is starting over. This theory suggests that Elsa is just the latest in a long line of ice queens. Just as an ancient ice queen once rose, fulfilled her destiny, and eventually faded, Elsa will follow the same path. She'll become a memory, a legend frozen in time, until the day the curse is reborn in a new generation. The prophecy of the fifth spirit isn't a one-time event. It's a perpetual cycle that freezes and thaws, just like the seasons. Arendelle is trapped in an eternal winter of fate, doomed to repeat its history over and over. Once you see the cycle, you can't unsee the clues Disney hid everywhere. Take Elsa's coronation crown, for example. It has 6 distinct points. Coincidence? The theory says no. Those 6 points represent the 6 generations of cursed queens, with Elsa being the latest. And what about the lullaby? All is found. It's not just a sweet song. It's a coded prophecy. The line, "In her waters, deep and true," is a direct reference to Ahtohallan, the river of memory that becomes a tomb of frozen truths. When Queen Iduna hums that tune to her daughters, she isn't just recalling a childhood song. It's a subconscious memory, a whisper from her ancestors, reminding her of the ancient curse her Northuldra bloodline carries. Even the snowflake logo in the opening credits holds a secret. Look closely at the intricate patterns. Can you see it? Hidden within the crystal design is the face of a wolf, the guardian form of the ice spirit. It's been staring us in the face from the very beginning. The entire story is a beautifully crafted loop, and we've only just begun to see the pattern. What do you think? Is *Frozen* a beautiful, repeating tragedy? Let me know your theories in the comments below. When we watch Disney's *Frozen*, we see Elsa as this graceful, powerful queen. But what if that's just the surface? In reality, she's suffering deeply. Think about it. Her intense isolation, her fear of physical touch, and her desperate need to protect others by staying away. These aren't just personality quirks. They are classic symptoms of the curse taking control. Her entire journey isn't a triumphant quest for freedom. It's a grueling battle for survival. She is constantly fighting an ancient, powerful will that lives inside her, a will that yearns to plunge the world back into an eternal winter. Every time she unleashes her power, it's not a moment of joyful release. It's a moment of surrender. This brings us to the iconic song, Let It Go. What if we've completely misunderstood its meaning? What if this anthem was never about self-love or empowerment, but about a release of a different kind? Elsa isn't singing, "I'm finally free to be myself." She's declaring, "I'm done fighting this." She is letting go of her resistance, allowing the ancient spirit inside her to fully awaken and take over. That's the real reason her dress transforms into shimmering ice crystals. It's the physical mark of her very soul being claimed by the ice spirit. And when that final, beautiful aurora shines above her ice castle, it isn't a symbol of her newfound peace. It's the curse finally taking its true, visible form, a beacon in the night. So, the next time you watch *Frozen* and see Elsa smile, I want you to remember this story. She's not just a queen who happens to have magical powers. She's a vessel, carrying the sorrow and burden of generations before her. Her kingdom, her beloved sister Anna, her own heart, they are all just pieces in a much larger, darker story that began long, long before she was ever born. And if you listen closely to the icy winds howling on the North Mountain, you can almost hear the ancient whisper carrying through the storm. The ice remembers everything. Thank you so much for watching and diving into this theory with me. If you enjoyed this different perspective, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.